Hello Internet. I am going to give you a quick tutorial on using a great photo editing application called Snapseed. It's free, it works on Android. I think it works on iPhone as well. I'm using it on an Android phone. You can open it up, go into your whatever Photos app that you might like to use. Let's pick an image. We'll go with this. And down here in the bottom right hand corner is a little pencil icon for editing. So you hit this, and these are things I like to do. I go to Tune Image, and the way Snapseed works is once you're in it, if you put your thumb or finger on the screen somewhere and go and move it up and down, you'll see all the different things that you can do. So I like to go to brightness and maybe increase it a little bit. You can see as you slide from left to right, it increases or decreases. And typically I'm just going to go maybe +5 here. I'm going to leave contrast alone. Saturation, we can increase that a little. You can see the water getting bluer, the dog getting more brown, so we're giving some color. Taking it away there, going to black and white. We'll go up to about, we'll stay with 60. This is all kind of a, how you like it to look. Ambiance is a sort of a contrast control. You can see as we go all the way over, you can see a little color coming into the sky. Go to the left, it kind of washes out. So I'm going to go back to the right, maybe about 25 or so. Shadows, bring some extra light into shadows. I'll add a little there. Highlights, makes the highlights a little lighter or darker. That's interesting. So I'll go with about +10 or 12. Warmth, I'm not going to do it here because I like the blue of the ocean, but you can see how this gives you kind of a real nice warm sunny look if you go all the way to the right, and an extremely cold look all the way to the left. So I'm just going to go back to where it was, about in the middle. And then in the bottom right hand corner there's a check mark. If you press that, it means you've accepted those changes. Now I'm going to hit the little edit button down here again to bring these up. I'm going to crop this. Usually I'll actually crop it first, but it's not really important. Crop it to however you like it. I'm going to leave the dog kind of in the third bottom edge of the screen there. That's good enough. Hit the check mark again to accept that change. Now at any time in Snapseed after you've hit a check mark, if you touch and hold the picture, it'll bring back the original. So you can see the difference. This was the original shot. These are the adjustments I've made so far. So I'm going to hit the edit icon again. I'm going to pull up details in the top right hand corner, and there's 2 items in details. All these little buttons work the same. You move your thumb up and down to show whatever it will change, and then you slide left to right to make the change. So we're going to go to structure, and structure, it kind of highlights the details of the shot. Like I'm going to drag this all the way to the right, and you can see this getting, I don't even know what you'd call this. It's just better looking. And you'll have to play with this on different photos. Sometimes people don't look as well as a subject like the ocean and a dog. So, it just depends on what the picture is. What did I have this set on? About 80? I'm going to leave it there. And then I'm going to go to sharpening. I'm just going to sharpen it a little, maybe to 20. I don't want it too sharp. It tends to get real grainy. This, by the way, this particular photograph is near sunset, the dog in motion with in motion waves, so it's not the sharpest, clearest picture in the world, but we're making it look better. So I'm going to hit the check mark, accept that again, and the last thing I'm going to do is go into the bottom left hand button on here that says vignette. And this, you'll see a dot in the center of the image. You can touch that dot and move it. You'll see a little circle. I'm going to put it right on the dog. You can also, with your fingers expanding or contracting, you can expand or contract how much of the area is affected. And then with vignetting, again, you slide to the left. You can see all the way to the left, makes it really dark except where I've marked. To the right makes it really bright. So I'm going to go down. And what I want to do is put a bit of a darker edge around the outside. Let me shrink it down even smaller to the dog. And then if you scroll up, you get inner brightness, so we can add a little or take away a little from the actual circle that you created, or that we created around the dog. And I like that. I'm going to take that. So now here's our finished photo at this point. I'm going to touch it and bring back the original. You can see how much more this image pops. Your attention's really drawn to the dog here, and the ocean, of course, is beautiful blue. The dog's got much more color and saturation in him. Everything just looks better after this is edited. And if I wasn't talking you through this, this all would have taken me probably 60 seconds to do. Those are common edits that I do in Snapseed. There are other things. There are a whole bunch of filters that you can do. I might make some other videos playing with those. But that's it for now. Now, the important part is we've got our image edited. We want to hit the save button up near the top of the screen, and it's going to save this image. And that's it. Goodbye.